You were eating a Big Mac. And what happened?
I heard a scream that would wake up the dead. And like I say, on our street, on Seymour, there is only 8 families on that whole street. 6 of them are around me. What I mean by that is Ariel's house, my house, and the 4 people across the street. I ain't talking about up and down. I'm talking about when you come out your house, you can look and see them people right there in Ariel's house. So right there, them 6 houses, don't nobody know nothing. They ain't seen nothing.
Yeah.
Now,
very close.
Now keep in mind, I've been there a year. My neighbor's been there all their life.
Right. I want you to go back to something. You said you heard a scream that would wake up the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a yell?
Yeah.
Can you, I don't think you've, had any kind of training as an actor or anything, but
right.
If you go back to that moment, can you, can you mimic what that was? I mean, can you give us the sound of what you heard? How did it?
I could, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Since I've been doing all these interviews and whatnot, I'm kind of hoarse. I can't hit that high note like she did.
Let me. I just kind of want to. You're sitting there and you are eating this McDonald's, and I just want to.
Somebody help me, like that. But take it higher.
Yeah.
You hear me?
And
she hit a paddle the bell note by saying, "Get me out of here."
And you jumping down.
Yeah.
And then what did you do at that moment?
I get up. I look outside. I see.
So you were inside it.
I was in my home
and heard this.
Yes. It's 80 degrees outside, so the doors ain't open and the windows ain't shut.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. So the door is open.
Wide open. I'm looking out of it.
And the windows are up.
I'm looking out of it. I'm telling you.
Right.
So when I hear her screaming and kicking on the door, I look up and see the Dominican friend of mine who was, I'm gonna straighten you out when I get back home, running across the street to Ariel's house. He ain't never ran to Ariel's house because him and Ariel don't like each other. You know why? He's Dominican and Ariel's Puerto Rican. They don't like each other. They may speak Spanish. They don't like each other.
Okay. Which, the theme of this show is We Are One. We want to talk about all that.
Right. But the point was, to see him run over there, that's what made me look out the window and wonder where you were going. And as I look out my front door to see why he wanted going across the street, I see the screen door just bam, 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 but it's not opening.
Yeah.
That's what, see, if I kick a door open once or twice, even you do that, it comes open.
Right.
We don't have to make that bam, bam, bam noise. That it kept on going, the bam, bam, which made me get up and say, what is that noise?
So now, was it kicking and screaming now at the
same time?
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I go outside, meet my Dominican friend, and I look up and see Amanda Bear. I don't know this is Amanda.
Right.
I just see some chick with a baby in her arms, and the baby screaming and she's screaming. So I go up on the porch and
Now, when you say you see her, are you looking through a crack, or how far has the door come ajar now?
The screen door it's got windows on it. You know what I mean? So you can look at her.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look right, but she can't get out looking at you.
Okay.
Which made me, because I'm telling, remember I got a Big Mac in my hand, half of it. So I was, I was debating on putting the Big Mac down and going to hell for her or finish the sandwich. So it took me a minute or two to, and plus I'm going on somebody's property.
Right.
So I'm really thinking about, Ariel coming back, my Big Mac, whitish white girl in this dude's house. So when I get up on the porch, she say, "Get me out of here." I said, "Who are you?" She said, "I'll tell you that once you get me out of here. But hurry up, because he might be coming back." So I know who he was, because ain't but one person stay there. I just can't figure out why she was freaking out. I'm like, I figured that was his girlfriend or something. And then it threw me off, like, but he don't have no girlfriend. Because don't nobody come here. When we got that girl out, remember?
Walk us through it.
Yeah. Now, because I'm going to say this just like I said on Anderson Cooper. We, that W-E, you hear that?
I
That
heard
we,
it. We.
all right. That we is not singular. It means plural. All right. We were going back and forth on the door. We is me and Amanda Berry. That's the we.
So you went to the door, and from the outside,
Pulling.
You pulling.
She pushing out.
Yeah.
That's the we. Ain't no other help.
Okay.
Because see, when I asked dude to come up here and help me, he reminded me in a split second that he was born with a vagina. Who knew?
That
He was born with a vagina.
You said he?
Yeah.
Reminded you?
In a split second, he just transformed like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Are
See,
you
I don't
talking,
run from nothing.
So this was a guy. This
Yeah,
was a guy. So you
exactly.
said, and that he turned into a sissy.
There we go.
Okay. So now you and Amanda, you're pulling.
That's right.
She's pushing, and this guy is nowhere to be found because someone tried to make the accusation that you weren't the one that actually was helping with it, that it was this particular guy.
And I'm so glad that they think that, because there's a person in my entourage that actually helped me calm Amanda Berry down. He it's been with me forever.
Okay. All right. So now
So why would I have to go run and get one of my friends if you helping me?
Okay.
fool?
So we're establishing that this gentleman who made claim that he might have tried to help, he didn't help from your words. Now you're pushing and pulling. Walk me on through.
I can't figure out why this door won't open. Now, I'm pulling with one hand.
Right.
Because I still got that half a Big Mac.
You
Don't ever forget.
still got that Big Mac sauce running down your arm.
In my hand. Don't ever forget what's in my hand. I'm not letting it go.
Right.
I just bought it. So that's what made me get an attitude. Like, why this door won't open? Yeah, here go the Big Mac. Grab two arms. It's still not opening. Keep in mind, there's screaming going on, some panicking going on. It's still me wondering how you got in there. Who are you going on?
At that point, are you just hearing Amanda Berry who's at the door, or are you now hearing other people in the house yet?
I ain't hearing nobody.
Okay, just she's just.
That's
right.
it.
Okay.
So the bottom of the screen door, which still blows me away to this day, because I sit back and I contemplate on and play it in my head. All I did was kick the bottom out so she can crawl through it.
So you kicked the bottom of
so
the
she
screen.
can crawl through it. That's why you look on the video that screen door is toe up. It wasn't toe up from her. See, all she was doing was just trying to get out.
Right.
I tore that door up.
Now, when you did that, you tore that door up and you're trying to help her to get out. Now you're figuring, oh my God, there's something really serious going on here.
Exactly.
And so you kick the screen out of the bottom.
So that girl can crawl out of there, because opening wasn't an option. So let's go underneath it.
She crawls out. Is she with her? Is she the one that had the daughter?
That's right.
So did the two of them come out together?
That's right.
So they crawl out the screen door.
Right.
You're standing there on the porch.
That's right.
What happened?
Take her to my house. I live right next door. So I take her to my house. She said, call 911. I said, you do it. She said, I don't know how to work this phone. I've been gone for a while. I said, yeah, you're right. It's a smartphone. So, all right. So I said, I'll do it. I'm fumbling with the phone, trying to get 911. She's screaming, please, Harry, call me. I said, I'll tell you what to do.
Were you like super nervous at this point? I mean, man, this is a lot of drama going on.
Bro, I needed a Valium.
Okay.
While this was going on.
Yeah.
And I sent her across the street. And she used my neighbor's phone, Puerto Rican. She used somebody's phone now. As she calling 911, I'm calling 911.
Right.
So when she finally get through, I finally get through. And that's when you hear my 911 call, and I have to leave it, be sarcastic with it. You know, you can tell how I play. Come to me with stupidity, and I'm going to act a certain way.
Yeah.
Come to me with logic, and I'll be humble. See? So she is still got this baby in her arm and on the phone. And naturally, he's a bunch of, women around at the time, because it was 80 degrees outside. So people are like, who are you?
One of the reports
Everybody's still looking at this white girl like, who are you?
with this brother.
With that baby. They know me. I'm the boss of that street, other than my people that live there.
Okay, let me ask. There are reports that said that the baby had on a diaper.
That's right.
6-year-old child. 6-year-old child.
That child was screaming for her daddy, and I say, well, who was her daddy? Amanda said, Ariel.
Oh my God.
That's what threw me off, bro. You gotta listen where I'm coming from.
Oh my God.
This child is only 6. Ariel is 52. How can this be your daddy? And then when it dawned on me who this was, I said, oh, yes, right. He kidnapped you and had his way with you, and that's the result of it. This pretty little girl.
This is your thinking as this is going on now. So all of a sudden, this guy that you had ribs with, listened to salsa with, rode in the car with, killed some time with.
He hit me to 2 people. One person is called the Voice of Puerto Rico. His name is Hector Lavoe. The second person is Angeles Canales. We talking about salsa. Oh, and there's a third one named Tito Fuente. So as you see, I don't know these names.
Right.
I don't Smokey Robinson the Miracle.
That's right.
Or Wale.
Yeah.
You know, coming from Lil Wayne.
Right.
So for me to be knowing these names, we had to be awfully getting it on for you to explain to me the salsa Latin culture. You feel me?
So the 911 calls happen. Yours goes through, hers goes through, and is she now at the neighbor's house?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's. Huh?
But I knew something. It just didn't hit me right because the girl kept on looking at that back at that house. She would not stop staring at that house. Now, when the police got there, I told her, I say, they coming for me because I just cussed them out. So you might have to go in the next call. She said, no, we're going to go together. I said, fine. When the police got there, I'm the only black dude on street. I'm waving them down. Because remember, I said something smart to them. Yeah. So when they pull up and they looking at me sideways, I'm looking at them and they looked at her. And that cop looked again. He said, Amanda. And she said, yeah. Even the cop broke down to his knees. He didn't know what to do. He started shaking. You got a gun on your side. What you shaking for? He like, where you been? She like, in that house right there. All this time, in that house right there. So he like, well, come on with me. We gonna get you together. She say, hold on. It's some more girls in that house. Now, as we just people, man, this time is elapsing.
Yeah.
So here come another cop car.
Yeah.
Here come another cop car.
Yeah.
Soon it's 15 cop cars.
Yeah.
So he asked her again, what you say? She said, I'm telling you, man, it's some more girls in that house. That's why I really don't want to leave here. Let's just get them all out right now. See where I'm coming from?
Yes.
See, this girl didn't call 911 or say, well, forget it. Just take me to the police station. Remember, we got cars on this street.
Right.
We didn't have to call nobody.
Right.
She was free.
Right.
All she had to do was get in somebody's car, take this girl to the police. You see where I'm coming from?
So
she stuck around for the police to get there to tell them, go in there and get them people.
So Amanda Berry is a hero
That's
also.
the damn celebrity, not me. I just played my position.
Right. Oh my God, what a story. What a story. We've got about 6 minutes left in the show, Charles, for your time. Okay, so the cops come, now they're 15 deep. The cop cars, you're 15 deep. I'm sure they're coming out. Amanda Berry, we've established very clearly, she is so critical in terms of playing, as you say, the hero position. She wrote. So now what? So she's saying, let's get those girls out. What? So tell me, walk us through what happened on the scene in real time.
Them policemen went up there, and now keep in mind, they despise me. Remember, I'm the one with the smart comments. So they still got their eyes on me.
Right.
But since this is such a huge story, well, let's stay focused, fool. Don't you worry about my smart comments. Go in the house and do something. So they went up in the house and they came out. So me and the rest of the neighbors, we just sitting there and we you don't want to see nothing come out because you already see this girl.
Yeah.
Right? So in your head, you don't want to see nothing. In your heart, you kind of do, but you don't want to see it come out under a white sheet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're sitting there, you're kind of scared to look almost.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're still in looks. And when that Gina De Jesus came out that house, and that Michelle girl came out that house, bro, man, listen, it was like the heavens had, for a split second, opened up, and then God said, enough. This is going on long enough. See, I know you're a sick person, Ariel. I made you. So you ain't doing nothing that I don't know nothing about. Remember, you my child. The thing of it is, Ariel, is it was a test. See, I know you sick. We all are. But you weren't supposed to grab no girls. See, this was a test, fool, and you failed it with flying colors by snatching up these girls.
I would certainly say
that's
so.
All it is, bro.
So again, to kind of go back to that moment, you're afraid to take looks, and then all of a sudden, you see 2 live bodies emerge. I mean, are they in cop arms? Are they walking?
They are clinging to the police. Gina, listen, these girls were gone so long, and how the police brought them out, which is smart. You're not going to come outside with the face exposed,
right.
Naturally or covered up.
Right.
Gina DeJesus was so weak that she couldn't stop shaking even when they put her in the ambulance. Right. That child was like 2 or 3 hours from death. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
I ain't lying. 2 more hours,
so
she'd have died.